Hello and welcome to my first day of my journal to self-improvement. Not much to report in the progression because, well, I didn't really do much. I worked and then went to the gym and then did not a whole lot. I just kind of went and did my same usual routine of watching pointless YouTube videos and watching some TV shows on Prime because I'm watching Spider-Man Noir or Spider Noir. But then this morning when I making this video, I self-reflected and thought about just how much time I waste because I just don't use my time efficiently. Whereas I could have went and while I'm at work, because I work by myself, so I can listen to stuff instead of using that time to listen to the stuff that'll help me, like podcasts that'll give me information, or even audiobooks that will give me more information than just background noise to just make the day go by quicker. I just use it for slop that's useless and just doesn't really help, but just background noises to make the day go by faster, because you can only listen to a whole hog so long and tools banging against the walls so long that it kind of just gets redundant. But I'm realizing how inefficiently I use my time and just how much time I waste where I could be using it for my self-improvement or just more efficiently than to just have things on that doesn't help me. That I just waste a lot of time. And if I didn't do these for myself, I wouldn't know that because I don't really self-reflect. So maybe people that say, oh, you should journal, do a journal on stuff like your day, or people that say keep track of the money you spend, because, well, if you see where the dollars go, you can kind of fix where you're wasting your money. If you constantly eat out, or if you don't make your food, which is another thing I've started doing, is meal prepping, making myself lunches instead of going out and buying lunches and using the excuse of, well, it was cheaper because I just spent $5 on this instead of buying $5 worth of bread and bologna and Miracle Whip, and then having it where I could make a week's worth of food. Just that one day I had $5, which isn't likely because nowadays you're spending at least $10 to $20 on a lunch at the minimum at most places, because prices of food is just retarded up here. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm just realizing how ineffective I'm using my time, how ineffective I'm using my resources that I have, that if I were to use my time better, it'll help me more, and that I gotta start doing that. So today I'm gonna try and find some good podcasts to listen to, see what's out there, maybe even buy a couple of good audiobooks, which I've done before. I've listened to some financial help books, but they were outdated and it'll still give you the basics and kind of direct you, but it's still, I could still do more, and I know I can do more. So now that I'm taking this time to kind of self-reflect on myself more to put them into a video format to be able to watch back and see. It helps, because now I'm actually thinking about, well, what did I do yesterday that helped me? And then looking back at that day and realizing you didn't do nothing at all. You basically wasted 8 hours at work where you could have been listening to something that helped you. Went to the gym was good. Work is good because that's how you make money. The gym is how you get into shape, which currently I'm in the best shape I've been in my life. Back in the day when I was younger, I was almost 400 pounds. Now I'm down to 270, well, almost 280 again, but that's with muscle now instead. Now I'm getting into shape, so it's good. But I could be using my time more efficiently. While I'm at the gym, instead of listening to music, I'd be listening to podcasts that give me information, which it will and it won't, because when you're at the gym, you're more focused on your form, you're more focused on making sure your reps count and all that stuff. So maybe it's still good to just listen to music so you can focus. But at least at work, I could be listening to podcasts that'll help me, or audiobooks, even in my drives to work, because most of my drives are 30 to 45 minutes to get to the job sites. I could be using that time to I'm really trying to not swear in these, but one will slip out every now and then. At least I caught myself that time. But I could be using my drive times more efficiently, where instead of listening to slop audiobooks of fantasy stories, I could be using it to listen to informative podcasts that will help me in the long run. Or I could be using it to just to gain more knowledge, be more efficient with my time, just to learn more. Knowledge is power, after all. So I need more knowledge to improve, and to improve, I need more to start actually actively looking for that knowledge, instead of just staying in the same slump of, well, I enjoy this. Just because I enjoy it doesn't mean I need to do it all the time. Don't get me wrong, you can only listen to certain things so much before you just get mind numbed and it's just going in one ear and out the other. But I could at least listen to, say, one episode of a podcast about money management, or one podcast about a career that I'm thinking about doing, or a side gig to do, or anything with information that'll help me in the long run. And then I could treat myself to maybe an hour of, okay, I'll listen to this slop, instead of just, that's all my days consisted of, is just slop entertainment. I could just go and do more informative stuff. I could even look up information on how to make these videos better. Obviously, because I suck at this, because, well, it's my second video. Sure, I've done shorts with my old friend, but that was video gaming, and even then, those videos weren't the greatest. It was all, they did good, but just not what I should be focusing on now. I need to start getting better at my time management skills. I need to get better at everything. I have a lot of ways I can improve myself if I just put my mind to it. If I just focused on, if this is what I want, I need to do this, instead of just staying in my comfy zone and allowing myself to just rot in where I am and pissing and moaning about how I'm not getting to where I want when I'm not putting in the work to get to where I want. And so that's day 1 of my update, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have better news than I did a whole lot of nothing. Have a good day.